Hello, that's right, guess who? It's the great and glorious, soon to be famous one day, Nick Dutch here yet again. I'm just going to quickly recap on what has been covered so far. I've done a couple of little videos on the subject of prayer. And if you're a subscriber to this channel, then you will know basically that's what I've been doing. If you aren't a subscriber to this channel yet, become a subscriber and you'll find out all kinds of weird and wonderful things, okay? Now, I want to just quickly cover what I have proven and what I have not proven. Very simply, what I have demonstrated without the shadow of a doubt under any circumstances is that prayer, when done, when you do enough of it, actually creates a change in the brain. It creates a change in the regions where there's metabolic activity. It reduces metabolic activity in other areas. It allows for some parts of the brain to actually grow bigger because, like the neuroplasticity phenomena, alright, it makes more brain cells grow thanks to neurogenesis. I have now proven that unequivocally. The reason that I had to do that particular video was because the first time that I mentioned this, way back, okay, some people accused me of pseudoscience because I had said that there is a change which happens in the brain because of prayer. Now, it is possible for people to try and strawman me to say that that doesn't prove that God exists. I was not trying to prove the existence of God. There is no way, logically or intellectually or academically, to be able to prove categorically in the same standards of the natural science that God exists. If you think there's something wrong with you and with your reasoning. Alright? You know, there's lots of things in this universe, and there's a bloody great algebraical letter X over a lot of them because we have so many unknowns, yes. But we can't say that those things are God. We can say that the exercise called prayer creates a change in the brain. Proven, finito, the end. Now, on the subject of the efficacy of prayer when trying to create some results is concerned, I don't think we've actually proven anything categorically and conclusively. The study that I mentioned did demonstrate a statistical improvement, okay, and above, what's the word? Anyway, it's statistically significant, that's the word, improvement in health of certain individuals under the conditions of being prayed for. However, after the test, the health problems deteriorated. But that also asks, that begs more questions. Namely, is this power of prayer, or whatever it is, only effective during the time when a person is being prayed for? We do not know. Alright? Can we say that there is an effect by a certain period of time, or when that person is, stops being prayed for, their health can then get worse? Maybe it's the power of prayer or whatever, in inverted commas, which is keeping them healthy. We have no idea. All I did was point out the study so that you, the audience, can see that there is research going on in this subject. Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to point you to a PDF document. I think the sidebar is that way, okay? So go to that and have a look at the PDF document. It is a book review. Now, the interesting thing about this one particular book review is it's written by a guy who's devised a way of using theistic means, including religion and including prayer, to help people as part of psychotherapy. Now, from my point of view, I'd say that this is evidence. Alright, it's not conclusive proof, but it is proof to a certain degree. Obviously, you already know that the word proof stands for a certain stage in an academic debate. It's not talking necessarily about facts. Alright? But it does provide some evidence that prayer, religion, and all the rest of that can be used by skilled, educated, or well-versed therapists to try and create a change, a beneficial therapeutic change in the mind and in the life of a human individual. Now, this is fascinating because it shows that there is something practical which can come out of theistic activity. All right, not practical as in mending your car or helping you win the national or state lottery, but practical in terms of a result which occurs. Alright, something which can be useful. Now, humans have a very high probability of developing some variety of psychological abnormality at some point in life. It would suggest that having some kind of balanced or potentially rational attitude towards religion and still doing religious activity could actually be healthy for you. It's just a thought, okay? So I'm just going to point you to that PDF article. Have a quick look at it. Obviously, your comments would be useful. What I'm going to have a look into next is other ways in which people have used prayer, have done things with prayer, and we'll just see how people use this particular tool. All right? Because I see it as a tool. It's definitely a tool of the mind, and we'll see whether there's anything else out there. All right? And I'm also going to go back on my normal rambles. So, good fortune, God and or Goddess and or none of the above bless. Have a great motherfucking day. Nick Dutch signing out. For now.